we are faced with choices. And I want to show you this snippet from a movie because I think it was very powerful.
Violent anti-Semitic attacks spread flames across an entire community. You became the victim of what has been called one of California's most brutal hate crimes in recent memory.
I'm Jewish, right? And do you guys ever hear the term "that's so Jewish"? I think we talked about that or something. Yeah. Basically meaning like that you're being cheap. So I was with a bunch of friends. We're gonna go play basketball, and one of the guys said, you know, "That's so Jewish," to another friend of his because we had to pay to get into the basketball court, and it took me. I was actually totally shocked. I had to make a decision. Am I going to say something or am I not going to say something? If you hear the word, "that is so gay," when you walk around campus, is it necessary that you say something about it? Or not?
I went to Montana to ski, and my cousins from Minnesota came there, and the oldest one is 13, and he was constantly saying, "Oh, that's so gay." And I actually, the first time I heard it, I was like, what is he saying? And I thought he was just going to get over it. But he kept saying it, and then I had to tell him. I said, "No, you can't say this because that's offensive to people who are gay, and I have gay friends."
My freshman year, one of my English classes, I was talking about something and I said, "That's so gay," like as a group discussion. And immediately, like mid-sentence, someone interrupted me and said, "Gay doesn't mean stupid." And I was like, you know, super embarrassing because I was making my point or whatever. And I haven't said it since. So obviously it does do something.
Yep. I gotta tell you, when I was in high school and even college, if I heard "that's so gay," I personally didn't do anything about it. And I'm not proud of it.
I don't really think we should stop people from, we shouldn't correct people from saying. I think it'll just naturally die down, you know? But, because they have no intention of really mocking or making fun of gay people or anything.
Can I push you on that a little bit? Like, have a one
Yeah,
real quick?
okay.
The person who said "that's so Jewish" didn't have any intent either. Like, they didn't actually.
Yeah, but that still has a derogatory slur.
Of course.
That's so gay, that's just a phrase that everyone says. It doesn't...
But how does that not
The
have-
intention of comparing the Jew to cheap is not the same as the gay to stupid.
It's not?
No. Sometimes you don't use gay to stupid. You say, "That's so gay," you know? "That's so weird." It has different types of meanings.
So for the "that's so Jewish," if you mean "that's so frugal," why don't you say it? Or if it's "that's so gay," if it's just a saying, then what's the difference between saying "that's so stupid"? Like, why do you have to put in the gay? And since it's such a nothing problem, why can't you just fix it and get it out of the way? Because some people are offended by it.
If you equate "that's so Jewish" with something bad, and equate "that is so gay" with something bad, you're doing the same thing. And if you do it for so much, then you forget. You forget what it's for. And you forget that that you are basically, essentially, by doing that, dehumanizing.
I definitely think it's necessary because you're starting with the little things, and just like with the Nazis, it was a gradual, takeover. So
Yeah.
people did little things, and each time they did a little thing, they were more willing to do something else. So if you just start with "this is gay" and people keep saying it, and it just becomes like this thing that everyone says, there's always like a subconscious kind of, discrimination against gays, like openly. So.
Definitely. When the kids have to confront something that they feel uncomfortable with, when we have this engaged, real, and sometimes very difficult discussion, when it becomes not just intellectual but emotional also, I think that's when you can have really some of the most fruitful conversations about making this democracy and society work.